I think sometimes I'm too deep and sometimes I'm not deep enough. And my thought is that I have to be deep to be able to be appealing, but no, you just got to be appealing to be appealing. Sometimes it doesn't really matter like how deep or not deep you are. Some people just don't want to be deep. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that, man. They don't want to do that. Like they're just like, you know, they're just like a fish out of water flopping on the patio, whatever, the porch, the dock. They're just flopping around. They can't breathe because they're not submerged in this. Wait, that's the depth. Submerged in the depth. Wait. Anyways, the whole metaphor got ruined, and I'm not even gonna try to reference anything from real life. I try not to reference anything in my jokes, like SpongeBob, Pepsi, track phone, Verizon, Walmart, Subway, Coca-Cola, McDonald's. I try not to do that. I should probably do that. I should probably just start making McDonald's references. This guy was like a French fry covered in ketchup. There you go. I got it. I got it down now. I can live in my life. But yeah, it's kind of the crazy thing when it's like, how are you supposed to be entertaining to someone and not be deep? Because a lot of that stuff you see is just, it's not very deep, man. Okay. And then some of the stuff that's deep, like you can see it. What's this person's not really a Rubik's cube. It's pretty easy to figure out, like this, not really a puzzle, you know, trying to put together. But I think that's what people are. Just think about that for a second. Why are you watching people online? Why are you listening to their opinions? Why are you trying to figure out how they think so you can apply it to yourself? Like, that's how he thinks. Now this is how I think. You kind of apply it to yourself because that's what you're doing. You judging yourself. Everyone kind of judges themselves in quiet, and just kind of silence. Like when you're going to bed at night, everyone thinks about all of that stuff, and then you just judge yourself. Or maybe some people don't actually. They're probably not deep enough to be doing that. And once you figure that out, and you just start to notice the blank stares. You ever notice that? You ever just take a second and just look at people wherever you're at, in like a public place, and you just think about their intentions, man. You're just like, I'm the only awake one here. Like this is the dream, and everybody's in this dream, but I'm the only awake one in this store, in this gas station, whatever. Like, holy crap. Like everyone is so robotic and just going, doing their thing and stuff. I don't know. It seems like even when you get like, it's so weird when you put someone together, like, and that's what I'm saying. It's almost like you're just putting a puzzle together, and at the end, it's just their smiling face, like this, like me. Like, why the hell would you be watching this? Because you're just a person, like, you're literally just having an evening at home in your living room, and the puzzle pieces are in front of you, but do you want to do a puzzle? That's the thing. Do you want to do a puzzle? Do you want to put the pieces together, and then you'll see this guy and everything he is and the way he thinks and his opinions, and you kind of get maybe a rough sketch, you know what I mean? Put the puzzle together here. That is kind of what you do, though. And I just think some people, there's no components to that, so it's just like it's an instant puzzle. I don't have to figure anything out. It's so simple, right? But that's what people do. That's the foolish thing to people is sometimes. But like, it's okay. This is what I'm saying. You just like put the pieces together, right? You're just like, and that's what you do. So that's the initial judgment. You're just like example. This guy's a loser. This guy's this or that. Like that's the end conclusion. That's the thing. Something negative like that, right? But if someone said that to me, like if someone said you're a loser, right? And that's just their impression or whatever they got, or this is what they want to think. That's the narrative they're writing for me. Like this guy's a loser, right? Just say they did that, and it's like, if I turn around, right, and I say that guy's dumb, right? Because if they call you a loser, maybe you wouldn't think they're a loser, but if they said something else, you might think they're a loser, like if it was something negative, right? So then I'm just like, that guy's dumb. But it's like I don't think it's that simple, but maybe there is such a lack of depth there that it's just like, yeah, that person isn't that deep at all. It's just this shit, like the simplest person saying the simplest thing, putting a person into category in the most simple way, right? And I think like sometimes it is like that. Like I said, like just the blank stares. Like I feel like people just have that. They're just like, is there anything going on? You just like look at someone and like, is there like you just look at their glazed over eyes and like, is there really anything happening in that brain? Like, is there really? Is there really anything going on there? Like, look at this specimen here. You know what I mean? Like their memory span and everything. It's like, dude, I don't even think they're alive. You know, like they're basically a fish. You know, it's like they can't swim though. They're not gonna swim. Pretty shallow. They're not swimming pretty deep. You know what I mean? But that's the thing is, you know, it's just like you're either not deep or you're either not deep enough or you're too deep. You're not getting to the point. You don't actually have something good to say. And that's the whole thing about the like. It's crazy because this person, like, it's almost like his browsing through stuff and put the puzzle together, you know, the person. But is this actually something new to me? You know, so it's like, okay, well, let's talk about some alien, cyborg, conspiracy, FBI, brain eating viruses, cancer, AIDS, international warfare. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I have things to think about these things. I have things to think about these things, right? I'm not too shallow. I'm very deep. But that's what I think. I think some people take it too far. But it's like, like here's an example. What if you just like a person, like you're just this person, and you thought that this is what you're supposed to do to make entertainment, right? But then you just went on there and you made stupid faces and you made $1 million. Bunch of people liked the video, and all you did was like you were just the right person to make stupid faces. But you were gonna go over here and do this other thing that was a lot more work, right? That's what I'm saying. Like maybe just like film yourself eating a candy bar or something. Like that's pretty good for people that are pretty simplistic, right? Makes sense. If you can make that funny, you don't even need to think of a joke. Just eat a candy bar every day, right? That's a pretty good mentality because there's a lot of people out there that need something like that. Like, he's eating a candy bar. It's just funny. Like, who the hell even does that? Who the hell films himself eating McDonald's fries anyway? That's not very deep. This was pretty deep for a guy who didn't seem very deep, probably to some people, but maybe I'm really not, though. Maybe I'm not that deep. Maybe it's very simplistic. You're just some guy. There. I judged myself. I'm insignificant now. I'm not anything special or unique. I'm just some guy.